We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
What, you struggling over there?
I get my stomach over the table.
We need to stop going to bad fast food places before we record this. But I feel like these people out here wouldn't like this if we weren't eating bad fast food before. It gives our gut that.
It gives us a little bit of fire.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So check it out. I told you about that thing I got in the mail, right?
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've been excited to see this. I've been excited?
Whoa, he's excited. This man's really excited. We got this board game sent to us from a viewer down under. Actually, not down under, from Middle Earth.
Okay.
Viewer from Middle Earth sent this to us. This is called Thrones and Powers. This is an independent board game, and this, I guess, is going to be kind of an interesting episode, right? Because people can't actually get this.
Yeah. It's just for us.
You can't get this board game. You can't get it. You might be able to, though, in the future, because the creators of this game are working on doing what they can to actually get it out there. And in fact, I will say this, if someone is interested in this game, send me a note and I will put you in touch with the creators of this game, because they might be able to figure out how to set you up with some copies. So check it out. Like, yeah, the components are great, and I was chatting with him the other day, and he's like, yeah, we're redoing this art, and we're like, they're tweaking it. They're even still tweaking and improving, and I'm like, this is already looks great. Well, true story, when I got this in the mail, opened up the package and went through some other stuff that I was expecting and was like, oh, this is cool, this is exciting, whatever. But then I got this, and I was like, whoa, this is not what I was expecting. And I immediately called brought it in my son's room to start to go through it, because the subject matter and style of the game are like right up our alley. And we were both like, wow, we can't wait to play this. This game is sort of like a cross between like Catan and Civilization, the video game, and some stuff like that. Yeah, it's really cool. So let's check out what's inside. Of course, we've got the instruction book. I actually like...
It's not that bad, okay.
No, yeah, I like how they did it, too, because the way... The middle portion will be the instruction, and on the side they'll have, like, let's say whatever cards they're talking about or something, and then usually in this side panel, they'll give examples or clarifications to whatever's being talked about there.
Oh, that's cool.
So it reads pretty easily. I do have to confess, I have not had an opportunity to sit down and play it yet, but I've read the instructions a couple times to get like a feel for what the game is like, and it seems pretty cool.
I saw giant grasshoppers, so that's a plus.
Yeah, you got any game that has grasshoppers. All right, they had themselves a nice board made.
Oh, jeez. Let's get the... There we go.
Looks nice and professional. Population, piety, valor, and wealth. That kind of already gives you an idea of what the flavor of the game is. It's very much like a lot of those civilization management video games that you might play. You could see event stacks, events discards, first event, second event, third event, the age of decadence. So the way this game works is you have a civilization that you control, and you go through the ages of time, and each age is going to be a little different. We'll see that later, and you're trying to build your population, build your valor, build your wealth.
I didn't expect the board to look like that. I didn't expect it to be a...
You thought it would be a map.
Cards, yeah.
This is more like like I said, it's like a management game. So the building map, and you get it, right?
Okay.
So I don't know if you can read it from there, but you have basic, intermediate, and advanced. These are like the levels of buildings. And then you got the granary, the treasury, the oracle, the baths, the quarry, the armory, the barracks, the temple, the vineyard, the aqueduct, the docks, the stables, the sanctum, the bazaar, the great wall.
Go on.
Well done. So throughout the course of the game, as you're building your civilizations, you're building...
No, I'll wait to ask.
No.
I'm curious where this comes in. Are you just looking at this, or are you putting things down on those?
You're putting things down on that.
Okay.
Yeah, these are our wooden discs of various colors, and you use these to throw at your opponents.
Okay, I figured that. Or you put them in water and they expand into little sponges or something.
Dice, of course. These.
Did you put these in these bags?
No.
Okay.
They came like this.
Wow.
Yeah, came very nice. So okay, check it out. Here's the buildings. See, you were asking about the buildings.
They go. Okay, so they go in here.
So you can see the. Let's take some of these out here. So there's a granary. There's the oracle. Actually, see the art's good on these too.
Yeah.
Like well done,
He
professional.
said they were thinking about changing them though or something.
Yeah, they're. I got to check the instruction books to see if they have a list of credits. I'm sure they do, but they're working with an artist who's been doing this stuff. And
Oh, cool.
yeah. So yeah, as you go through, you build the buildings and place them on the spots. Each civilization, like only one of each type of building can exist.
Okay.
So if a civilization gets to it before you do, you can't build that building.
So you're racing to try to get as many as you can.
Yeah, because each building has gives you special abilities that will come in a minute if I can get these damn cards back into this bag.
We'll wait.
Helpful cards, sequence of play. On the back, it tells you what the buildings do, right? So I guess there's one for each.
Oh, so each player gets... Oh, that's cool. Oracle, you may look at the second event card at any time. Do not show to... Okay, so if you have an Oracle building, these are the pluses. These are things that you get to do because you have it.
Right.
Like if you build a granary, you're immune to the lean years event.
Yep.
You gain an expansion phase, you gain an extra some sort of symbol when you catch fish. That's why you're rushing to do it, because if once gets filled, that person only has that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
So at the start of the game, you have these two sets of event cards, the Golden Age and Age of Decadence. And they get sort of shuffled together to create essentially what the timeline of the world is going to be.
Okay.
Of this, because every time you play, then the timeline of the world is going to be a little different. Each round is based around whatever this age is going to be. Okay, so what do you have in the Age of Decadence?
We got Pride comes before a fall. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. The kingdom with the highest symbol.
I don't know. Where's that? Oh, it's on the board.
Oh, okay. Loses symbol and goes to the top of the fate line.
And so yeah, so you set out a series of these event cards that give you the timeline of what the world's going to be like, and then each player has these action cards. And there's a whole set of different types of action cards. Actually, you don't even have to take them out because we can read the backs of some of them here. So right here's a couple. You can read what they are to folks, and you get to play an action each turn to decide what your kingdom is doing.
This one says swear oaths. Call upon the gods for their help to avenge a defeat in battle.
So you pay 2 piety and you gain 2...
I'm not sure.
Symbol. So here, make war. Send an army to attack another civilization, risking pillage and defeat for fame and glory. So you choose another kingdom to attack. Both players roll their dice and add their, I guess it's probably their power or whatever. I know it's on the board. The winner gains that, and the loser loses, I guess, production value. If the loser was emperor, the winner becomes emperor immediately. Yeah, because one of the players is always the emperor in the game. Each one of these decks has many different types of cards, so there's a lot of different actions that you can take in order to gain this and lose that and screw up your opponents. And then the buildings come into play because you can block certain things and you can gain and yet the instructions, I got to give them credit, they're it was easy for me to read through and get a sense for how to play the game.
I was gonna say, it doesn't seem like it would be very complicated to figure out.
No.
You kind of already have a rough idea.
Yeah.
It's self-explanatory. Every card tells you what to do.
Pretty cool stuff, and I'm really looking forward to sitting down and giving this a full-on play.
Run through.
Yeah, I want to say, if I remember correctly, let me see I think they designed it for 2 to 6 players. Is that right? 3 to 6.
I was gonna say 2 would probably be rough.
3 to 6 players, designed by Southern Bard Games in Wellington.
Oh, okay.
So they are actually in
They
Middle
built
Earth.
this at the Shire, actually. I think right next door.
Well, I mean, yeah, Wellington's
Right next door to
where all the studios are. Awesome. I did not realize that. Artwork by, I'm sorry, Matthew. There's no way I'm going to be able to do this.
What?
Telenicus?
I'd say Telenicus.
Matthew Telenicus is the artwork. Good stuff. I wish there was a website and stuff on here that I could give out to people, but like I said, they are still
working on it a little bit. They're tweaking it.
Yeah, and they want to get the word out, and I think they hope to have an actual commercial release. I hope it gets noticed.
I don't know how long it takes. I guess we need one other person, but it'd be cool to play it.
Yeah, you go through the ages of time, and you got the events, and you're playing stuff.
How did the time switch over to the next?
So everyone has their opportunity to take a few actions, and then it just switches to the next age.
Oh, so almost like once a full turn is done, a full everyone is gone, it like goes to the next stage.
Yeah, and once everyone's gone, then you calculate your scores and until you get to the end. And the thing is, and I really love this concept, because you shuffle together the Golden Ages and the Ages of Decadence.
Right.
The one card is the Decline and Fall. Once this hits, that's it. That's the end.
That's like, okay. That's
The
a game ender.
the game ends after the next expansion phase. So it's like the breakdown of empires and stuff.
Yeah.
So the sequence of play is the event selection, where you set when your events are all laid out and all that. Action selection, so that's when people then take actions based on these cards, and that's when you can, you're buying grain, or you're sending profits out, or you're making war or whatever. The action resolution, self-explanatory. Building, so that's when you build your
right after your turn's over almost.
Yep. Event resolution, so that's whatever your event cards are, resolves that. And then expansion, that's when you expand your empire, and then you calculate your scores. So it can go up to 8 reigns, they call them, or 8 eras. There's always 5 golden ages, and anywhere from 1 to 3 ages of decadence, ending with the decline and fall.
Okay, but if that card never gets picked, it just ends after 8.
It has to get picked. Part of the rules are, when you get the cards together, you take this one out and set it aside, because this has to be part of it.
Okay.
So what happens is, like this always gets shuffled in. It has to be one of the final 3 cards. So you never know if it's either going to come up turn, like, I think 6, 7, or 8.
Okay.
It has to come up turn 6, 7, or 8.
Right.
And that'll end the game. Okay. So it might come up early. You never know.
Right.
You'll know that, like, it's approaching. But you don't know, do I have only 1 turn left? Do I have 3 turns left? It could be...
Okay, so it's not going to pop... Everyone knows they got 5 turns, and then from that point on, it could come up in 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to do well early, but then those last couple turns, like...
Yeah, you're not sure.
Somebody could make a comeback, but maybe not, because...
That's a pretty cool idea.
The decline and fall comes earlier. Yeah, it's pretty... It's a well-designed game. I'm pretty impressed with it. For the folks who sent this up to us, thanks.
Yeah, it's awesome. I really think we should, if we can get someone up here, it would be cool to do just play through it a little bit.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I would definitely be down with that. And I promise, as soon as we have more information about when this game may be available, whether it's going to be Kickstarters or whatever, we'll get that info out there, because pretty cool stuff.
Until then, it's exclusive to us.
That's right. We are the only ones. We might be. I wonder if we're the only ones in North America to have this game.
I bet we are.
That would be pretty cool. We're the best around.
Nothing gonna ever keep you down.
We're the best around. All right, y'all. Until next week.
Later.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.